Hey everyone, I am currently sitting in a 2025 Toyota Tundra Hybrid Platinum, and I'm going to run through all of the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle, we have the shifter. If you pull it back to reverse, it will bring up the backup camera and the 360 camera, so you can see all the way around the vehicle. You can also toggle to the front camera, sides looking forward, sides looking back, and even the box camera. Then you have neutral and then drive. You can go over to the left and shift through the gears manually if you'd like to. This vehicle does have electronic park brake, so every time you put the vehicle in park, it'll automatically engage the park brake, and then when you take it out of park, it'll disengage the park brake. This vehicle does have a hold feature here, so if you turn that on, you'll see a green light there on the left side. That means it's on, and then if you put it in drive, you will see an orange one above it that means it's active. So you can actually take your foot off the brake while it's in drive and the vehicle won't go anywhere. This will be helpful for if you're in a drive-through or a construction, things like that, and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, the vehicle will hold it for you. Then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it will release, and then if you push down hard again on the brake, it'll activate it again. Below that, you have 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low for the 4-wheel drive system. Then over here, you have drive modes. If that's lit up, you can spin this dial and switch between Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. It's going to shift a little sooner. Sport is going to do the opposite and hold the shifts a little higher and try to make it a little sportier driving for you. And then next to that, you have a tow haul mode. If you're towing something heavy, you can put it in tow haul mode and it'll change the transmission shift points for those conditions. In front of the shifter, you have trailer backup assist. So if you're backing up a trailer and you need a little help, you can activate this and the vehicle will spin the steering wheel and help you back the trailer up and keep it straight. Next to it, you have a little camera with the word view. If you hit that, it'll bring up a 360 camera so you can see what's going on the outside of the truck. Then you can turn off traction control right there. That'll turn on your hazards. And then over here, this is your tailgate. So if you hold it for 2 seconds, it'll lower the tailgate. If you hold it for another 2 seconds, it'll put the tailgate back up. Over here, you've got your built-in trailer brake controller and then your start button for the vehicle. This vehicle does have dual zone auto climate control, so you can have a different temperature for the passenger side if you'd like, or if you hit the sync button, it'll do whatever the driver's side does. This auto function right here is basically like a thermostat for your vehicle. If it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70, and if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. Next to that, you've got the fan speed, so you can do it on your own. Then over here, you've got mode, so you can change where the vents are blowing. Right here, you can turn off climate control. This will do the front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the windshield. This will do the back window and the side mirrors. AC on and off, recirculate on and off, and then this is actually to cancel out the rear vents that go back to the second row passengers. And then the Platinum does have heated and cooled seats, so you have high, medium, low, off for heated seats, and then high, medium, low, off for cooled seats. This Platinum does have a 14-inch radio with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So this first tab up here is your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. If you hit it, it'll bring up your phone on the screen. So you can hit here, you can have contacts, messages, Google Maps, Apple Maps, Amazon Music, whatever you want to use. The second one down is the built-in navigation. You do have to have a subscription for this through Toyota, and then you'll have built-in navigation on your radio. The music symbol here will bring up all your radio stations. So on the left, it'll have your favorite presets, and then on the right, it'll show what's playing. You can go channel by channel right there. You can pause the song and back it up if you missed it. You can even hit this notify me button, and if you like the artist or the song, you can save it and it'll notify you if it's on any XM station across the board. If you hit the back button, you can go to tune and do FM, AM, XM this way. You do get 3 months free XM radio on a new Toyota. So if you go to Sirius XM 57, tune to channel, it'll find it that way too. Then you have the little phone icon here. It'll just take you back into your Apple CarPlay so you can use your contacts there. The little vehicle symbol, you can do seat controls, like the massaging seats on these. You can also do trip information like range to empty, miles per gallon that you've been getting for the last 15 minutes, current MPGs. And then the last one is the settings, where you can log into your profile. You can change things like date and time, make all kinds of vehicle customizations right here. Up above, you do have map light, map light. This right here will do all lights in the truck on, all lights in the truck off, and then right in the middle, they will come on when the doors open. This button right here will roll your back window all the way down and then just pull it back down and it'll go up. This will do the sunshade for the panoramic roof. This will open the sunroof. This right here is your SOS Safety Connect button. So if you get a flat tire or have an accident or anything like that, you can push that, it'll call Toyota, and then they can send help your way. You do have a little sunglass holder right there. And then this one does have the rear view mirror camera, so you can flip this and have a normal mirror, or you can flip it and have the camera out the back. It does have the home link on it, so you got 1, 2, and 3 different garage door openers. If you push it, it'll actually walk you through a little video of how to sync up your clicker. And then these buttons over here are for making adjustments to the camera, so you can move it up and down, left and right, zoom in, kind of whatever you want to do like that. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. So it's up 1 time for mist, and then 1 click down is actually auto rain sensing windshield wipers. So if you put it there, you can adjust the sensitivity of those, and if it detects any raindrops on the windshield, it'll wipe automatically. Then you have low, and then you have high. You can pull it all the way towards you, and it'll clean the front windshield. Over behind this side of the steering wheel, you've got your headlights. So you could put it in DRL off, driving lights off, which is no lights at all. You can run auto, which most people do. It just turns on and off on its own. And then there's park lights and headlights. And then you can do the fog lights on and off as well. Forward for high beam, then back for low beam. On the right side of the steering wheel, this vehicle does have radar cruise control, which means if you set the cruise control at the speed you desire, and you come up on a car that's going any slower, it'll sense that car and slow you down and match their speed automatically. To do that, you just hit this button here to activate the radar cruise control, and then when you get to the speed you want, you just push down to set. If you want to go up 2 miles per hour, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down 2 miles per hour, you can go 1, 2. You can hit this to cancel the cruise control or tap the brake. You do have a zone selector here, so you can choose 3, 2, and 1, and that's how close it'll follow the car in front of you. This vehicle also does have lane departure, so basically if you drift out of your lanes, it'll beep at you and kind of push you back into your lane. And then it also has lane trace assist, which means if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and help keep the vehicle perfectly centered in the middle of the road. To turn that feature on and off, you just hit that right there. Then you also have mode, which will go through all your sources. So you've got AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, all your radio sources. And then here it'll go through your radio presets, so you can just toggle through those there. Or if you're listening to like Amazon Music, it'll go next song and back a song. Then on this side of the steering wheel, you've got your volume control, so you can turn the volume up and down right there. And then you do have voice control right there, so you can hit this. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
The left and right, up and down arrows is for your instrument cluster there. So you can basically go up and down through the fuel economy stuff, and then you can push right to go to compass, what's playing on the radio station, vehicle information like trailer brake controller, trip distance, tire pressures. Then you've got all your safety systems that you can turn on and off, and then you can even make adjustments to heads-up display and other things in there. And then messages, if anything's wrong with the vehicle, it'll tell you right there, and then back to the beginning. Then above that, there's a little phone icon. So if your Apple CarPlay is hooked up or your Bluetooth, if somebody calls you, it'll say call from whoever on the screen. You can hit that to answer it, and then hit it again to hang up. And then finally, this is like a clear button. So if you get like a notification that pops up on the screen, you can hit this button right there to clear the notification. On this side of the steering wheel, you have cargo lights for the box. You can turn on all the time, off all the time, or right in the middle. They'll come on when the doors are open. Then you have your automatic high beams. So if you want this feature on, you just light it up like that, And if you're going down the highway at night and you have your high beams on and you forget to dim them when you meet a car, it'll dim them automatically for you. This will pop the fuel door for the vehicle. This will adjust your gauge brightness. So on the instrument cluster, you can go through different brightnesses for the gauges. This is odometer and trip A and trip B. This vehicle does have automatic rear braking, so if you're backing up and it thinks you're going to hit something, it'll slam on the brakes. This is important to turn off when you're pulling a trailer, because if you're backing it up, it's going to think you're hitting something and it'll slam on the brakes. Here is your running boards on this, so you can put them out all the time, off, so they don't come out, and then in the middle it's auto, so when you open the door they come out, and then when you close the door they fold back in. Here's the heated steering wheel. You can turn that on and off right there. And then this is the AC 120 volt, which turns on the plug-in that this truck has. On the driver door, you have all 4 window controls, and they are all auto one touch up and down. So if you give it a quick push down, it'll roll the window all the way down. If you lift up on it real quick, it'll roll the window all the way up. This right here is your window locks. So if you activate that, nobody else in the truck will be able to roll the windows up and down. This will lock all the doors. This will unlock all the doors. Here is for the power folding mirrors. If you push it all the way forward, they will stay out all the time. If you push it all the way down like that, they will stay folded in all the time. And then if you put it in the middle on A for auto, anytime you get out of the vehicle and lock it, they will fold in automatically. For adjusting the mirrors, you can turn it to the left, move the mirror around, turn it to the right, move the mirror around, and then if you put it in the center, you can't bump it and mess up your mirrors. This vehicle does have memory seats down here, so if you want to get your seat, your steering wheel, and your side mirrors right where you like them, you can push set 1, and then it'll be saved as number 1, so if your seat gets out of position or anything, you can just hit number 1 and it'll go right back to where you like it.